Hi everybody, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with the thought stroke rant of the day. I'm on the move, as you can see, so excuse the huge amounts of traffic that will fly by my shoulder in about 2 or 3 seconds here. Yeah, just thought we'd jump on with a little bit of a thought of the day. So it has officially been announced that the manager of the year, the Barclays Premier League manager of the year, is none surprisingly Pep Guardiola. Now, Pep Guardiola is a brilliant manager. He's won the third successive title with Manchester City. He looks like he's on course to do a treble, which is record-breaking since 1999, but he ain't done it yet. So I suppose the video really, and why I'm jumping on to talk about this, is I think Eddie Howe has been a bit short-changed here, to be honest with you. And I've already had some Pep fangirls on social media, which shouldn't surprise any of you, saying, what am I talking about? But there's a lot of Newcastle United fans that think Eddie Howe is a little bit hard done by. And I'm going to explain to you why. Now, winning the Premier League with Manchester City and Erling Haaland leading your attack line, who's just fucking human, really, is a hell of an achievement. There's no doubt about that, especially when Arsenal were leading for a large part of the season, 93% of the season or whatever it was, until they shit the bed and dropped it. And then Man City came on and won it. Now, it's a huge achievement. There's no doubt about that. Is it a better or bigger achievement than taking a team from the relegation zone to the Champions League in one season? I don't think it is, personally. Eddie Howe, what he's done for Newcastle United is utterly sensational. I don't think there's any other manager that I can think of in the modern time who's done something like that, probably with the exception of what happened with Leicester City, but they changed manager. So Nigel Pearson saved them, and then Claudio Ranieri came in and won them the league. That's probably the nearest achievement, I think, to what Eddie Howe has done with this Newcastle United team, and spending quite a short amount of money, actually, as well, over 3 transfer windows. It's a couple of £100 million. Chelsea spent that in about a week and a half, I think, on the players on a 19-year contract, or whatever the fuck it was. So I do think Eddie Howe has been shortchanged. I do think Eddie Howe should have been manager of the season. And I do think this is a little bit of an elitist viewpoint where people have just voted for Pep because he's Pep and he's a media darling. You know, it's the same with the player of the year as well. Erling Haaland is amazing. I think he deserves player of the year, no doubt. But why does he have to win player and young player? Why is he winning 2 awards? Why can't you give a young player another chance at that? Someone like Bukayo Saka has had a really good season, or Martin Odegaard has had a really good season with Arsenal. Why have they not won young player of the year? You know, even Sven Botman, you could throw in there as well as Young Player of the Year. Why have you got to give Erling Haaland both awards and Pep Guardiola the Manager of the Year as well? I don't know if there's another award for Manager of the Year, whether the Football Writers Manager of the Year or whatever. They used to have that for the players. I don't know if they do that for the manager. But I think a lot of the journalists in the mainstream media would credit Eddie Howe as probably having the biggest impact as a manager this season, and I think he fully deserves Manager of the Year. And I personally think that he's been robbed. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Whether you agree or disagree with that, but it just seems to be this elitist viewpoint, you know, from a Manchester City point of view, from these top teams' point of view, that, you know, the big guys are always going to win it. You might as well just call it the guy who won the fucking league award of the year, really, and then just give it to him, or give it to Klopp, or give it to whoever wins the league, if that's the way it's going to be. And there's no point in having these awards, really, if they're going to be sewn up and basically just agreed more or less at the start of the season, because there's a good chance that Pep Guardiola is probably going to win the league, or come there or thereabouts of winning the league every single season. That's the 3rd year in a row Man City won that league. Will they win it next season? They probably will, to be fair. I'd love to see us push them a bit further, but they probably will win it next season. So will Pep be Manager of the Year again next season, more than likely? Or if Jurgen Klopp manages to win the league, maybe he'll win it. But yeah, I just think that Eddie Howe has been completely shortchanged here. I don't agree with it. I know Pep, like I say, is on the verge of something very historical, you know, and he is arguably the best manager of modern time, but these things are becoming a bit farcical, a little bit like those TV awards that Ant and Dec just fucking win all the time. So it's kind of become a little bit like that in my eyes. So yeah, unlucky for you, Eddie. You're my Manager of the Year. I think you're every Newcastle fan's Manager of the Year. And I think there's a lot of neutral clubs that would say Eddie Howe is Manager of the Year as well, and would agree with this viewpoint that he's been a bit diddled here, and by not winning this award. So that's all I've got to say about that. If this is the kind of thing you like, click subscribe, come and join us, like the video. We'll have loads more rants and thoughts of the day, I'm sure, over the season, as the silly season has already begun with people talking about signing our players. That'll be the next one. Keep your eyes out for that, guys. But until then, let's keep supporting that team. We'll call United. We're going to be back with our end of year awards show this Wednesday night. Tune in for that. Check it out. Tell us if you agree or disagree, what we've got to say in the comments as well. Have a great pre-season, everybody, and we'll see you again for next season, where we're going to be in the Champions League with the real Manager of the Year, Eddie Howe. See you later, everyone. Cheers. Bye.